There's something different, so come and be different in me.
Hello everyone, it's Latanya Nixon with Different Changed. I am actually in Wilmington, North Carolina. Sorry for the shadow. I am attending a conference for my job. And as you can see, the beautiful view that I have of the marina here in downtown Wilmington. So it's been absolutely wonderful to have a getaway, even though I am working. I am on a break from the conference. You know, and today I just wanted to share with you guys about transition. You know, transition has to do with change, but more importantly, it has to do with acceptance. And what I mean by acceptance is, you know, lots of times in our lives, things happen that we could not have predicted, right? We couldn't control it, and we can't fix it. And it is at those times that you have to accept what is and go about the business of transitioning yourself to the next level of your development and your growth as a person. You know, experiences can be super tough because, especially when they're bad experiences or challenging experiences, they make you think outside the box. And lots of times for us as human beings, thinking outside the box is not always easy because you like routine, right? You like knowing what you can depend on. But that's not how life is. Life, as my pastor would say, has trouble built in, meaning that life is going to happen and you're not going to always have the answer, and you're not going to always really know what to do, right? And so it's at those times that you have to just, I'm just going to turn this way, you just have to think through it, right? You have to think through it, and you have to decide how you're going to live through it. And in doing that, you have to make a decision about the quality of life. What is your quality of life? And as you're accepting change, what are you going to do about it after you've accepted the changes? What are you going to do? How are you going to use what you've been through and then move on in your life? How are you going to do that? And so it becomes a situation that you really, really have to accept and then move on. And so I challenge you today to, if you're in a situation in life, and if you're not there now, and things are pretty stable and things are pretty routine for you, be very grateful. Because here's the reality, that will not always be the case. There will be times that you will find yourself in an awkward situation, or a situation that is unfamiliar to you. And you have to decide, are you going to wallow in it? Are you going to accept what is and move on? You know, I felt I needed to come and say that to you, because I know for me, these last 2 years especially, with the cancer diagnoses, it was completely unexpected. I had no predisposing, and I'm going to get out of some of this brightness. I had no, there, that's a little better. I had no predisposing factors for it. And I had no idea that I would be in a situation that would warrant the amount of changes that had to happen in my life. And now these changes stemmed a lot around dealing with the physical changes that I went through, the emotional changes that I went through, all of a sudden going from a very healthy person seemingly to a person who is sick a lot of the time, a person who doesn't feel well, and being so, at times, angry, right? Because the cancer diagnoses kind of exasperated things that were going on with me personally in my marriage. And that exasperated things that were going on with my children. And that exasperated things that were going on at my job. So it was like a domino effect, to be quite honest. And it was a lot. Like, it really was. And at this season, 2 years after diagnoses, and after being in remission, I'm in a really good place. I'm in a good place because I've accepted what is. I didn't cause it. I can't control it. And I can't cure it or fix it. And so because I can't, I've learned to accept it and let go. And let the natural course of life run its course. Enjoy every moment. Progress in the areas in which I want to progress. And really just go on with life and have a blast. And that's what I'm doing. And so that, I don't want to come before you long, but I did just want to share with you part of you being able to move on when things happen and to transition successfully is acceptance. That thing about, and I don't want to get it wrong, but Lord, help me to accept the things I cannot change and the wisdom to know the difference. The things that have happened in my life are not anything I could have necessarily changed. Could some things have been different, a little bit different? Had I done things a little bit differently? Maybe. But overall, not so much. Again, no predisposing factors for the cancer. Definitely not. All of the domino effect that had in my personal relationships, my family, my job, the whole nine, couldn't have predicted it, couldn't have changed it. And I wonder now, after going through it, would I have changed it? And what I mean by that is, I am a better me because of it. I am. I'm much more sensitive to people. Sure. I'm much more aware of my surroundings. I'm much more aware of the things that really, really matter. A good friend Christy said one time, I think she may have paraphrased it from somebody else, I can't remember. But the things that really matter haven't changed. And that is my love relationship with Jesus Christ. My enduring relationships with the people in my circle. And me. I am me. If there has been a change, it's been a change for the better. And so, learn to accept what is. Again, know that you didn't necessarily cause it. You certainly can't control it. And you cannot cure it. So learn to accept it. And be happy with where you are. And the fact that you survived. Right? Hey, LaTanya, you having a good day? I woke up this morning. I'm having a great day. I'm having a great day. Because I woke up this morning. And that was more than half the battle that I woke up. This past weekend, I found out that a good friend of mine went to sleep and never woke up. Not sick. Had just went to the doctor and had a good bill of health. And she woke up. But she woke up on the other side. And she left behind family, friends who completely bedazzled and completely confused as to what in the world happened. So, hey, Latanya, are you having a good day? Are you having a good day? Absolutely. I woke up this morning. It's about perspective. It's about perspective. And so on this day, with the focus being on transition, ride the wave of transition. Learn from it. Learn as much as you can from it, so that you never necessarily have to repeat it again in terms of getting the lessons learned that you need to learn. Enjoy life and be happy no matter what. Because here's the thing. You will be you at the end of the transition. The question is, will you be a better you? Thanks so much for joining in. And please share, subscribe, like the videos. I'm having a blast doing them. And it looks like the numbers are trickling upward as far as subscribers. So thank you for that. Because this channel is important. And I think it's doing what I wanted it to do. And that is make a difference in the lives of people. All right? And do what I always ask you to do. Be different and remain changed. Take care.